Okay, hello everyone. Today now let's look at our question 33. So about question 33, firstly we should observe the numerator and the denominator. The numerator you see 1 square times 1 square plus 2 square, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, and 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 100 square. And on the denominator it's just the 100 factorial. So we need to find out after simplifying the simplest form of denominator. So this one, you see 1 square plus 2 square, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, and 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 100 square. We need to know one thing, the sum of square. So let's have a recall. So this one, 1 square plus 2 square plus 2n square equals to n times n plus 1 and times 2n plus 1 over 6. This one is very important. So let's use this formula to write all the things on the numerator. So it will become 1 times 2 times 3 over 6 times 2 times 3 times 5 over 6 plus times blah 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 times 2 100 times 101 times 201 over 6 and over 100 factorial. So you see, we have 6 here, so maybe we can put this 6 to the denominator. So how many 6 do we have? Actually, we have 106. And also you see, let's focus on the first term, 1, 2, 3, and 100. So actually you times it up, it's just the 100 factorial. And 2, 3, 4, 2, 101. Actually, it's just also 101 factorial because you can just assume we have 1 times before it. So we can rewrite it just like 100 factorial times 101 factorial times 1 times 3 times 5 times 7 times 201 over 100 factorial times 6 to the 100. So 100 factorial and 100 factorial, we can cancel it. So we can write it by 101 factorial times 1 times 3 times 5 times 2, 201 and over 6 to the 100. So actually when we observe this term, so how can we calculate 1 times 3 times 2, 201? And remember one thing, what do we know? We only know how to calculate the factorial. We can write it by factorial, but all this number is odd number. So what can we do? Yeah, so you see, so if it's consecutively 201 numbers times up, it will be a 201 factorial. But now we only have the odd number, so we just put some even number in. So when we see that, we should add even number one meeting this kind of only have odd number. So after that, we can times even number first, and then don't forget divide by that, because actually we just assume it exists. So it will become 101 times 1 times 2 times 2, 201, and divide by 2 times 4 times 6 times 8 and times 2, 200. So now let's observe these things. 2 times 4 times 6, 8, and 200. All the number is even number, right? So we can put 2 outside. This will become 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, and 2 times 100. So in this bracket, how many 2 do we have? Yeah, actually we have 102 and times 100 factorial. So we can also rewrite it by 101 factorial times, remember this bracket, it will become 201 factorial divided by 2 to the 100 and times 100 factorial. So this part and this part, if we open this bracket, remember if before the bracket it's division, so it will influence the times inside the bracket. So this times will become 2 division. So 101 factorial divided by 100 factorial. So what's the result? It's just the 101, right? So it will become 101 times 201 factorial. And we can put this 2 to the 100 to the denominator. It will become 2 to the 100 times 6 to the 100 on the denominator. So after that, We can also put separate the 6. It will become 2 to the 100 and times 3 to the 100. So all the equation will become like that. 101 times 201 factorial and divide by 2 to the 200 and times 3 to the 100. So this one, yeah, of course, cannot be divided by 2 and 3. So let's find out in 201 factorial, how many 2 and 3 pairs, how many 2 do we have and how many 3 do we have. We need to find that, then we can do the simplify. So now let's come to here. So the result is 101 times 201 factorial divided by 2 to the 200 and times 3 to the 100, right? So how many 2 and 3 do we have in this 201 factorial? So we need to find out, because we find out that, we can do the simplify. So let's firstly look at 2. And remember one thing, very important thing is we can use the ladder method. But the important thing is that this time we use the ladder method. It's not like we do the prime factorization like that to find out the factor. We need to find out how many number can be divided by 2, right? So actually it's more like the Gaussian symbol. The Gaussian symbol, it's just the integer, right? So more like that. So now let's do the ladder method. So 201 over 2 will become 100, right? And 100 divided by 2, 50, 25 divided by 2, 12, and 6 over 2, 3, and 1. Remember, this one we use the Gaussian symbol to only pick up the integer number. So in total, how many number can be divided by 2? We should plus 150, 25, 12, 6, and 3, and don't forget 1. So it will become 100 plus 50 plus 25 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1 equals to 197. So after that, let's look at about 3. Yeah, maybe I should clean that. So let's talk about 3. So about 3, how many do we have? Yeah, use the same method, right? So 201 over 3 is 67, and over 3, choose the integer 22, and over 3 choose the integer 7, and divide by 3 choose the integer 2. So in total we will have 67 plus 22 plus 7 plus 2 equals to 98 numbers. So actually this one we have 2 to the 197, and this one we have 3 to the 98. So now let's find out what's the remaining part on the denominator. So use 200 to divide minus 197, and use 100 to minus 98. So the remaining part is just 2 to the 3 and times 3 to the 2. So the answer is just 72. So let's look at this question. This question actually is very hard. You need to simplify. Firstly, simplify this equation in the most simplest way, and maybe you should use the sum of the square numbers. And after that, to find out what kind of what on the numerator and what on the denominator is same, and to change it all into the factorial form and do the simplify. After that, you need to use the ladder method to find out the integer. So between 201, how many number can be divided by 2, and you find out all the things. You find out actually it's 2 to the 197 and 3 to the 98. At the last step, to do the minus and find out what's the remaining part on the denominator. Actually, it's 2 to the 3 and times 3 to the 2 equals to 72. So this one is very hard. I hope all you guys can remember it and do it by yourself again. Okay.